the fuel is wildly expensive. Even hydrogen from dirty fossil fuels is 2 or 3 times more expensive than gasoline. Fourth, you have to have the fueling infrastructure. You know, we have 180,000 gas stations. Someone's going to have to build at least 10 or 20,000 hydrogen fueling stations before anybody is going to be very interested. And Miracle 5 is you have to hope and pray that the competitors in the marketplace don't get any better. Because right now, the best car in the marketplace just got a lot better. The hybrid vehicle still runs on gasoline. You can fuel it everywhere. It has twice the range of a regular car.
Current hybrid vehicles depend on gasoline, but use an electric motor to increase their fuel economy.
And if battery technology keeps getting steadily better, then the best hybrid and then plug-in hybrid in the year 2020 will be vastly superior to the best hydrogen car.
You guys have filmed me long enough to know that, you know, I like to hear myself talk, number one. And number two, that I'm not going to dance around the issue. And these could be a long ways out into the future. Toyota says fuel cell cars 30 years away. Okay, then I get the calls from the DOE and the state of California and what in the hell you doing and all the other fuel cell manufacturers. You know, we're trying to make a living here and you saying this and it's awful. Just because a lot of people want it to work, it's no guarantee. That's Disneyland, you know, wishing makes it come true. So I don't work in Disneyland. I work in the real world where wishing doesn't make it come true, and you've really got to work hard to make it come true. Hopefully we do.
On the 27th day of their vigil, activists finally heard from GM.
Paul's got calls. Are you guys busy? They're calling in the cars right now. GM is loading the cars on trucks right now. We're like, what? Well, yeah, we'll drop everything and run on down there right now.
See, a media blast just is going out.
Okay. Both are closed.
They loaded them up. You know, tires screeching and panels cracking against each other as they shoved them onto the trucks.
We're up against most of the money in the world. We're up against the oil industry, the automobile industry. It's David versus Goliath in a very big way. But if there are enough Davids in the world, we can win.
Forever.
Give us maybe just to the grass there, if you just get out of the driveway for us so we don't have to put hands on anybody. Thank you.
On March 15, 2005, the last EV1s in the Burbank lot were taken away and destroyed.
All right, well, come on in.
Cool.
We'll go down to the vault and I'll show you the car.
Yay. I miss this little car.
Yeah, we love having it. We have a number of electric vehicles in the collection and hybrids, but we're especially happy about this.
And this is a special one.
There she is.
My baby. Number 99.
You might recognize this car.
I do. It was Chris's car.
Sure was. Please, have a seat.
There's only one challenge. It doesn't start up.
Well, you know that General Motors disabled them.
I know.
We wish they didn't, but they had to. So we understand that. We're just happy to have it.
Yeah.
It is such an important part of automotive history.
It is.
To have a manufacturer like General Motors participate in this program. It's wonderful.
The thing is, it shouldn't be a part of automotive history.
Ever since 1939, they would dangle this electric car. They'd have a few models out there. They'd say there's something in another few years. And it never came because they never intended it to come. They make too much money with their technological stagnation in the internal combustion engine.
As something becomes scarce, then there's economic pressures to find alternatives. And as long as no alternatives exist, the scarce item can become increasingly profitable.
These are the same batteries that are used in your laptop computer, and we have 6,800 cells. And it can go 300 miles on one charge, running about 70 miles an hour. So now it's 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. So it's really amazing performance for any car, not just an electric car. Those same batteries could be put in EV1 and make it a 300-mile range car very easily. Really? So it's such a shame seeing these cars destroyed when you could upgrade them.
I know what I did and why I did it. And if I had to do the same thing again based on the data, and I've seen what's happened to date, I would do exactly the same thing.
For most Americans, when you talk about sensible energy policy, what most people hear is, you're going to make me drive a small car, you're going to make me keep my house cold, and essentially you're going to make me live like a European.
It's a lack of leadership. It's a lack of being able to take on the oil industry and the automobile industry and recognize that they are not Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam has to be Uncle Sam, and Uncle Sam is acting like they're General Motors.
They're squandering huge amounts of money on hydrogen cars, which by any reasonable estimate are not going to be selling in the consumer market for 2 decades at the earliest. And I think it will go down as one of the biggest blunders in the history of the automotive industry.
Have you never heard that expression? Death by a million cuts, little tiny cuts, eventually someone will bleed to death.
The fight over electric cars was quite simply a fight about the future. Goliath won this round, but now Goliath has new problems. Oil prices have soared. America is further entangled in the Middle East. And global warming is an increasingly serious threat. What can we do to reshape the future?
This city is replete with famous names that are no longer here. Why? Because they couldn't adapt to change. We all have to adapt to change. Don't debate about who's to blame or what to blame. Let's build new industries. Let's make America strong again.
Chelsea continues her work with a new group called Plug In